You sit down for once and you actually want to do the work, whether it is studying or work for your online business, whatever it is. You actually get yourself into it, and for the first 10 minutes, it feels so entertaining. You feel the flow, and then reality kicks in once again, and you feel demotivated. Your mind starts to drift away. You suddenly start to think about all the different YouTube videos that you could watch right now, and you lose your focus entirely. But this is okay because you don't have a discipline problem. You don't need another productivity hack on YouTube. You don't need anything else. All that you need to realize is that you're protecting yourself from the unfamiliar. Let me explain it to you like this. Does a poor person try to be poor? No. Does a fat person try to be fat? No. Does a rich person try to be rich? Of course they don't. All that you have right now is a mental block, an identity problem. You don't find it normal that you are that version of yourself that just naturally does the work. You completely associate your entire self concept with the identity of someone who isn't successful, of someone that doesn't find it natural to live a life that you wish to live. And then your entire body just protects you because it finds your loser life right now more familiar than it does with your winner's life. And that's completely fine. And that's why, watching random videos on YouTube feels so normal. You don't have to try to watch another YouTube video. You don't have to watch productivity hacks. You don't have to wake up at 5 a.m. to watch a random YouTube video or to eat junk food or to waste time and all of these things. No, you just have a program within your subconscious mind because you believe yourself to be someone who just does those kinds of actions naturally, and so you just do them. Let me tell you this: action follows identity. Because the way that you view yourself, your self concept, your identity, your imagination, your consciousness, your frequency, your energy, whatever you want to call it, it's all pretty much the same way to say it. It's just that it is an interchangeable term. It determines your intuition, which determines the actions that you're emotionally compelled to do, which then determine the physical action which you actually take. And right now, your self concept or your identity or your frequency, it isn't one on one with the reality that you seek. And that's completely fine because you're right now trying to trying to run whilst there's a wall in front of you. It's just not going to work. No matter what you do, you will still end up on square one. And so, first, I want you to ask yourself, if nobody could see this goal, would I still want it? Or am I chasing an identity that isn't actually mine? That's the first step. You actually need to determine whether you authentically want this or if someone else put it on you. Which in that case, I want you to find an aspect of it that is reflective of your authentic growth. Whatever puts you into flow, whatever you like to do just naturally, because every single one of us has this one flow state activity that you just do naturally, and it is just something that you've been doing since childhood, and everyone has been praising you for it. Just find a way to implement it into that particular goal. And now that we have this out of the way, and yeah, this second part of the practical steps is more so for the people who actually have an authentic goal that nobody else can see, and that they're we can say that they're working in the shadows and all of these things. But jokes aside, if you have this and you still procrastinate, you still can't do the work and all of these things, like I said, it's because your current frequency, your current state of consciousness doesn't find it normal. Your new reality, I mean. This new self concept that you want to step into, it is misaligned with your current concept. And that's why there is a battle between those two. That's why it feels so unnatural to actually do the work. And that's why you see, for example, other people on social media doing 10 times the amount of work as you, and you're quote unquote falling behind. But remember this: when you compare yourself to others, they will become your ceiling, but when you compare yourself to the version of you that you were yesterday, your ceiling is infinite. But that's a topic for a whole another video. All that you need to do is to get into a deep meditative state with no distractions, no family, no sound, nothing whatsoever. Just get into a position where you can completely focus on the internal world. And when you're there, close your eyes and just ask yourself this: what kind of a feeling and what kind of a mental state do I seek from that reality? And when the first confident answer comes to you, just really, really think about it on a deep level, and then create a scene that implies that you already are that version of yourself. And keep in mind, don't structure the scene as if you're doing the work. Don't think about doing the work. Think about the end result after all the work has been done. And I'm not talking about, as you finish the work session today. I'm talking about when you get the actual result that you desire. Completely immerse yourself in it. Immerse yourself in that feeling of freedom or peace or joy or love or abundance, whatever it is that you want, whatever it is that you seek. And just think the thoughts that you would feel upon attaining it. I am wealthy, I am powerful, I am rich, all of those things. And extrapolate this to your own reality, to your own desired reality. And then once you have this, and once you start focusing on that scene and you loop it over and over and over again, like a TikTok, and when it starts to feel like you're straining yourself, then that's where you should stop. Just literally stop, open your eyes, and then whenever someone mentions or you think about that goal, just associate it with that feeling that you seek from it. So for example, if your goal is a certain financial milestone, don't get swayed emotionally like your current version of yourself does. Like when someone mentions money right now, for example, you might think about, scarcity, that, oh, I don't have enough. That's why I'm still working, and, that's why I need to grind so hard. No, just immerse yourself in that feeling that you desire, which is, in most cases, security and freedom and peace. But like I said, extrapolate this into any reality that you wish to materialize. Because once you start to do this, you actually find out something much, much deeper. And that is that your self-concept is created from the mental thoughts, convictions, and beliefs that you think in combination with the emotions that you feel the most. Meaning that the way that you view yourself is completely based on the way that you think about yourself and the way that you feel about yourself. And that's something very, very deep. So if you've lived your entire life in the mental and emotional state that you're not someone who is a winner, or that is completely contradictory to your own reality, once again, to your own desired reality, once again, extrapolate this to your own desired reality, then of course it's gonna be so fucking difficult to actually do the action to get there, because you're working in complete and other direction. You're in a completely, you're a complete contradiction to what it is that you want. And so you're not running towards it, you're running the opposite way. And that's something that you need to remember and actually think about. And yeah, that's about it. So just remember, the physical action that you take is determined by the way that you see yourself. And the way that you see yourself, your self-concept, your frequency, your imagination, your energy, whatever you want to call it, it's all dependent on your dominant mental and emotional state when it comes to that particular reality. So if you find that reality as something normal, then it will be yours. Like, for example, this table over here. I don't have to visualize every single day. I don't have to feel a different way to have it. No, I just feel at peace towards it because I know that it is here and I know that it will be here. And yeah, I just perceive it like that and it's already here. right? I don't desire it, I don't do anything with it, and it should be the same with your desired reality, because your desired reality, and once again, for like the 5th time, extrapolate this to whatever it is that you desire. It has a specific mental and emotional state that if you give it to yourself, literally, it won't have another option but to just come to you, because that's how the universal laws work. And the first hermetic law of the universe, the all is mind, and the mind is all. It just has no other option. As above, so below. And as within, as without. Keep in mind, as within, as without. As within on the mental and emotional planes, as without on the physical plane. That's how it works. It all starts from within. And then you take the physical action that is coming from the intuition, from that self-concept of your desired reality, and then it has no other option but to just come to you. And that physical action that you take from the mental and emotional state of your desired reality is exactly the action that you seek to do right now. It is exactly the action that you're trying to take right now, and yet you just completely drift away. Your focus just gets completely fucked, and you're back on YouTube 10 minutes later, not even focusing on it. And yeah, now you will do the action, and it will feel completely effortless. Okay, so that's about it. And by the way, if you feel like there is hidden potential inside of you, but you just haven't been able to completely pull it out of yourself and completely express it and grow to your fullest extent, then you can check out my Timeless Reader's Mindsets in the description. It is something completely life-changing for you. And if that's not you, then skip it. But for now, implement what it is that you learned from this video. I hope that you took notes, and I hope that you actually remembered something, otherwise you just wasted both of our times. But yeah, take care, brother. Have a nice rest of your day.